Fair use. Fair use. Here you see the caption. Woman reveals she slept with 22 men in one night. This is normal stuff, to be honest with you. And people might disagree with me, but uh, this is a different day and time. And people are more, a lot of women are starting to be a little bit more, they're getting a little bit more braver and being more honest about what happens when they're on their little frenzies, their escapades, right? So these are the things that I've been warning you guys about, that a woman's body count, it can get up there very quickly, very quickly. You know, a woman laying down is literally the easiest thing that she could do in her life. You know what I mean? So that's what I've been trying to tell you guys. But let's listen to her testimony from, her words. I might have to restart this. There we go. Let's let this thing play.
What's the maximum amount of people you've bumped in one day?
22. That was at spring break.
Wow.
That was a sore night.
That's exhausting.
So can you talk us through that? Like, what happened? How was that set up?
Yeah, so I basically shared my hotel room online.
Yeah.
So I was like, look, this is the room I'm staying in. Like, just come and queue up, and I'll see as many of you as possible, like, whilst I'm here. Because when I went to spring break, loads of guys was like, oh, I've messaged you to film with you, and I couldn't get through like all of the messages. Like, and I've said before, like, I've only got so many holes and so much time. Like, I physically could not film with everyone I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
So on the last night, I was like, right, I'll just let them queue up. I'll just go one after the other.
Yeah.
And that's basically what I did.
And so how long from start to finish did that all take?
So I think I put the post at about 6 p.m. their time, and like we finished, it must be like 4 or 5 a.m.
What?
That's insane.
And it was so funny. It's like during the videos, you hear people knocking on the door, like you hear like other groups of lads outside
Waiting?
Yeah.
Was there like a queue outside the hotel?
Yeah.
What's the maximum amount of people you've bumped in one day?
Oh my God. Been trying to tell you guys, this is the reality. And also, because I laugh because dudes is very behind. A lot of dudes are behind, and I'm not trying to brag on what I know. I'm just telling you, because dudes are behind on this on this end. Like, I'll see posts online where dudes will be like, man, if she got more than 10 bodies, that's way too many. If she has more than 5, that's too many. And I'm like, bro, especially it'll be like the woman that it'll be a woman saying something similar to this, but they won't say the number. And the guys will be in the comments to be like, oh yeah, she got 15 bodies for sure. And I'm like, guys, she has way more, like astronomically way more. Now, in this instance, right? Because I do have the models' Instagrams queued up. Or sorry, only one of their pages queued up. So let's see if we can open one right here. Because I looked at both of the profiles. I can't tell which one is which. This is the problem with blonde chicks, like blonde Caucasian chicks. I cannot tell them apart a lot of the times. I can't, especially the ones online. I can't tell them apart. So right here, I don't know if it's this girl or I think it's either this girl or this girl. These are two separate women, right? I don't know what the one on the couch that was saying she did 22 in one night. I think, let me see. I'm looking. Let me see. Did she?
100 men. What are some of the main things that you've learned from these experiences?
I think it is her. I think this is her.
You have now famously slept with over 500 men.
I think this is her. Yeah, this is her. I think. I can't tell because I know this one, it says what country they say she from. Oh, so both of these bras is from Australia, another feminist hub. But like I said, both of these people here, Annie Knight and this broad, Taylor Madison, Ty Madison, whatever her name is, they're both OnlyFans models. So it's gonna be obviously an OnlyFans model, an adult film star, same thing. They're gonna have body counts in the 3 digits. We already know that. So that's not even to me, that's not even a shock or surprise to me. But I'll say this, I think dudes will be shocked with the normie girls that have similar body count. I think dudes would be shocked. Because people I always say this, the only difference between the normie girls and, let's say, for example, Mia K. I don't want to say her last name because it might mess up my monetization. But the only difference between the average girl that went to college and Mia K is that Mia K had her exploits filmed. That is the only difference between Mia K and the average broad that went to college. Meaning stayed on campus, away from home from a period of time. You know what I mean? So I've been trying to tell you guys this is the reality. This is the reality. And I remember because people keep saying, "Oh, 30 is too much." I'm like, I know a woman that can get 30 in a month. Like I'm like, it's just the women that you know. No, dude, it's like I know ugly chicks that can get 30 in a month. It racks up. It racks up, especially since women don't really count all the bodies that they've been with. There's a reason behind that. Is because if women actually counted all the bodies that they've been with, and she put it out, and if she were to put it out there, people would just be like, "There's no way that's possible," right? So right here, let's replay the video, and I'm going to break down some things for you.
22. That was at spring break.
Wow.
That was a sore night.
And remember, notice what she said. She said it was at spring break. Okay, so I know. Okay, it was definitely Annie Knight. So this is the girl that pulled this off. This is the blonde chick that pulled this off. So let's go back to here. So remember, when women are in their little frenzies, or they're in their mood, or in their, especially like infamously, spring break is where they just, or she goes to one of these festivals, right? I don't have the names for all the festivals. One of them music festivals, one of them raves, or one of these things. Their body count can get really up there, because all a woman has to do is ask, and 9 times out of 10, the dude is gonna just accept. So like I said, a woman having sex is literally, or doing a sexual act or something sexual, is literally the easiest thing that a woman can do. So you can't be shocked at the average woman's body count. You can't be shocked if she goes to a vacation or a spot for a weekend and she comes back with a plus 10 body count from just a weekend bender. You can't be shocked. Not especially not in today's age.
Yeah. So can you talk us through that? Like, what happened? How was that?
Oh, I don't know. This is Annie Knight. I don't know who the chick is on the couch. Never mind. Sorry, that was false advertisement. So who's the chick on the couch? It's probably, oh Lord, like I said, they all look alike.
Yeah, so I basically shared my hotel room online.
Yeah.
So I was like, look, this is the room I'm staying in.
Just this 304 said it. I shared my room online. Like, women will do stupid stuff like this, dog. Like, I remember I saw like a video in Atlanta, of all places, of a woman bragging about this Uber car that she was in, and they said, "Oh, this Uber car had its own drinks. It was so lit." I'm like, y'all gonna I'm like, this is how y'all be getting trafficked. This is how y'all be ended up. I'm like, this is why hoes be going missing, because that's all they had to do. That's why I laugh when women talk about the creeps and all this stuff. It's so easy to never mind. Let me, because if I go into detail, people are gonna think I'm a creep. But the woman was bragging about the drinks that she was getting in the car. Like the driver already have his own drinks, his own drink menu. And I'm like, you accepting a drink from a, I'm like, you finna I was in awe. I was in awe. And remember I showed you that video earlier this year. I don't know if it was earlier this year or last year, where I showed you that video of the dude pulling up in the yellow Lamborghini, picking up those high school kids, and the mom sent the dude as a test to see if they would go into the car with a stranger. And everybody in the comments was like, why would they go in the car with the guy? I'm like, you guys don't get it. The guy pulled up in the yellow, nice car. It was a clean cut dude. He had an expensive car. That's all it took. When these, like when those dudes are going after little children, what do they come with? An ice cream truck, a van. They say we have candy inside. Okay, so then let's go a little bit older. What do you need to attract a high school girl, whatever, to get into a car with a stranger? Pull up in a nice car, pull up in an expensive looking car. Show up, pull up with some weed, pull up with some alcohol. That's how you get them in. That's the trap. I don't know why people couldn't get this, because at that age they're looking at themselves. Ooh, guy with a nice car picks them up. Not only are they like, ooh, I like this, they think that, oh, they feel like they're the superstars, that they deserve some kind of treatment like that, and they'll feel like, oh, this makes me look cool in front of my peers, if I have a dude with a nice car picking me up. That's the trap. So now in this instance, she says she just posted her room number online. just and we wonder why these people be getting kidnapped and all this stuff. And you're just like, bruh, like I said, what's that guy's name? Because I always mix up the Ted Bundy and Al Bundy. Let me hold on. Because one is a TV show character, a based TV show character, and the other one is a mass murderer. So Ted Bundy would have a field day with these 304s. The way they'll just accept flights from random strangers nowadays, Uber rides from bruh. Ted Bundy would have a field day with these 304s. Like I'm talking about a field day.
And like just come and queue up, and I'll see as many of you as possible like whilst I'm here, because when I went to spring break, loads of guys was like, oh, I've messaged you to film with you, and I couldn't get through like all of the messages, like, and I've said before, like I've only got so many holes and so much time, like I physically could not film with everyone.
So it looks like, so in this case, I think the guys that messaged her were guys that were already the OnlyFans, her followers, her OnlyFans followers, the dudes that were already subscribed to her OnlyFans. So I guess she traveled and said, okay, I'll quote unquote meet up with you guys while I'm in this city. So this could be, that would be probably the normie's excuse to be like, well, she's a OnlyFans adult film star, and she decided to sleep with her fans. So that's different. But like I said, even the average girl can pull this off as well. It's not just those people. Like the average girl could like literally get things done to her at any given bar, at any given time, even if she's fat. They could still pull it off,
Wanted to. So on the last night, I was like, right, I'll just let them queue up. I'll just go one after the other.
Yeah.
And that's basically what I did.
And so how long from start to finish did that all take?
So I think I put the post at about 6 p.m. their time, and like we finished, it must be like 4 or 5 a.m.
Ooh, 6 p.m. to 5 a.m. Did a double shift.
What? That's insane.
And it was so funny because like during the videos, you hear people knocking on the door.
No, you notice she was like that. The girl on the couch. That's insane. She's done similar. The girl on the couch acted like, oh damn, that's a lot. She's done similar. And isn't she an OnlyFans person as well?
Or like you hear like other groups of lads outside
waiting.
Yeah.
Was there like a queue outside the hotel?
Yeah.
What's the maximum amount?
And I'm pretty sure it wasn't for free. And so I'm pretty sure they had to pay a fee as well, which is normal of escorts. But yeah, nothing much to say about this. This is standard, 304 things. And, when we talk about body counts, yes, it's very possible. And like I said, the only difference between the average girl that stayed on campus in college and Mia K, and y'all know who I'm talking about when I say Mia K, is that Mia K had her exploits filmed. That is the only difference. And people might not want to agree with me on that, but you might want to give me grace on that one.